Hello everybody, sorry it's been a while since I made a video. I've not been well recently, just a touch of the flu, but still got a bit of a sore throat, but so, if I clear my throat too much or cough a little bit, I apologise. But yeah, in this video I want to do an analysis on this compilation album, The Beatles 1. So yeah, this came out in 2000, and this contains 27 of their number one singles from the UK and US. So I'm going to be going through all the tracks that are on this compilation and basically explaining which albums they originally came from. So yeah, and then at the end I'll give my thoughts on this compilation. So the first track is Love Me Do, which is from Please Please Me. And then we get From Me to You, She Loves You, and I Want to Hold Your Hand, which were non-album singles. And then we get Can't Buy Me Love and A Hard Day's Night, which are from the Hard Day's Night album. And then we get I Feel Fine, non-album single. And then 8 Days a Week, which is from Beatles for Sale. And then we get Ticket to Ride, Help, and Yesterday, which all come from the Help album. And we get Day Tripper, We Can Work It Out, Paperback Writer, non-album singles. And then Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby, which are from Revolver. And then we get Penny Lane, and All You Need Is Love and Hello Goodbye from Magical Mystery Tour. And then we get Lady Madonna and Hey Jude, non-album singles. And then we have Get Back, which is from Let It Be, although the single version is slightly different. There's a slightly different ending, but it's still basically the same song. And then we get Ballad of John and Yoko, non-album single, and then Something and Come Together, both from Abbey Road. And then the compilation ends with Let It Be and Long and Winding Road, which are from Let It Be. And I should mention the single version of Let It Be is slightly different. The guitar solo is different on both versions. Other than that, it's exactly the same. And I do want to mention that all of the non-album singles can be found on the Past Masters compilation. And this includes the B-sides as well. So now my thoughts on this compilation. For many people from my generation, this was probably their introduction to the Beatles. This was my introduction to the Beatles. This was how I really got into them. And yeah, my grandparents bought this. I think they bought this album when it first came out. So yeah, this came out 2000, so I was only 2 years old back then. And yeah, my grandparents would play this a lot, and I always wanted them to play Yellow Submarine. That was my favourite song as a kid. I still love that song to this day. But I think as a kid, I don't think I was really into the Beatles. It was just that song. But over the years, I thought, what, I want to hear all the songs on here. And yeah, it's kind of a bit redundant now for me because I now have all the albums and I have the Past Masters set as well, which all of the songs on here can be found on those 14 CDs. Well, 13 studio albums and one is the Past Masters compilation. But yeah, all the songs on here are available on those albums. So, but I want to keep this because I keep this just for nostalgia reasons. I don't really play this. If I listen to the Beatles, I put on a proper album. But I keep this for nostalgia purposes because this was my introduction to the Beatles. It's how I really got to love them. Also, the artwork's really nice, isn't it? Look at the pictures on the back there, and also the booklet in here. It's worth it just for the booklet. Filming this on my phone. It's really nice, doesn't it? And you've got all the single covers. So yeah, it's worth keeping just for the wonderful artwork. I know there is a remastered edition of this. I think there's the remixed version that came out in 2015, I believe. But it was different. It had a yellow background, and the one is red. I might consider getting that, but only for the DVD, because it comes with a DVD that has the music videos of these 27 songs. So yeah, definitely want to have that. It'd be nice just to have all their videos on physical format. I mean, you can find them on YouTube, but it'd be nice to have them on physical format. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know what you think of Beatles 1. You know, I mean, if you're a casual Beatles fan, this is probably the perfect one to have. Or I would say it's better to get the red and blue compilations. But if you're a huge Beatles fan, this is probably not going to be worth it. But to me, it's worth keeping for reasons I've said. It's nostalgia. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. I will be back on YouTube tonight because yeah, it's the season finale of Chucky was last night, but I'm watching it on the internet later tonight, so I'll review that. At the end of that video, I will, because it's the end of the season now, I'm going to be rating it as a whole. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to have my lunch now. And I will see you later.